Well, good morning, everybody. Hey there. It is Tuesday, September the 11th, and we are here with our Business Tip Tuesday of the week. And I am so excited to bring you today's episode. Just a great sort of, me. I really go off of the aha moments and the things that happen in my business that inspire me to, dream bigger and reach for the stars, and that just really help me where I'm at right now. And I would want to ask you this question. Over the last 3 to 4 weeks, have you found yourself frustrated? Frustrated by social media, frustrated by algorithms, frustrated by team members or people that let you down, or people that said that they were going to do something and then they didn't do what they said that they were going to do, right? Have you ever found yourself in a position where you were frustrated with people's lack of action? Yes, no, good morning. Good morning. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Pam. I know for me, about a week and a half ago, I found myself incredibly frustrated, incredibly irritated, and I couldn't figure out why it was that I was so irritated. And it honestly took me quite a bit of reflection to figure out what was going on. And I came upon this YouTube video that I was listening to by Gary Vaynerchuk. And he started to talk about this concept of, do you think it's more important to have knowledge and skill and expertise, or do you think that it is more important to have a positive mindset? When it comes to building a business and a brand and a company, what do you think is more powerful? And he goes on to say that it is more important to have gratitude and optimism. And I thought to myself, he's absolutely right. Absolutely right. And that really just sort of made something click for me. And I thought to myself, I am such a positive and optimistic and can do anything person that anytime that there is an obstacle that is placed in front of me, I immediately say to myself, what can I do to make this better? How can I learn and grow from this current situation? I never look at something as doom and gloom. I take in the facts. I say, okay, so this is the matter of the situation. I can't change what's going on right now, but how can I react to it in a positive way, or in a way that is going to help me learn from the situation or move forward in my business or my life, in whatever area that I'm faced with this obstacle. And I stopped myself for that moment and I thought, okay, so I am a very optimistic person. I always look at the bright side. I always look at how something is going to make me grow, right? But most people are not like that. Most people are in what we like to call the excuse business. And I was like, aha, that is it. That's where my irritation has kind of been festering from. It is hearing people constantly give their reasons why that their business isn't working. It's their past, or they lack confidence, or their spouse doesn't support them, or they haven't achieved their health and fitness goals yet, or they don't have any money, or they can't invest in their business, or they don't have a big social media following, or nobody wants to support them, right, in their business. All of these things. My kids are little. I'm pregnant. I just had a baby, and I get it. It's not that I'm not sympathetic to life happening, but I just hear so many people that are using excuses for the reason why their business isn't where they want it to be right now. And the biggest one is like, my kids went back to school, or I had to go back to school, right? Because you're a teacher, or my upline doesn't support me. They don't give me trainings. I want to be a part of a tribe and I'm not part of a tribe, right? I hear it all. I hear it all. And what I want to say to you is this: your excuses are shifting your energy away from where it should be. You're spending your mental positive vibes that you should be at creating solutions to your business, and you are spending them on negativity, on giving reasons why you can't. And you know what you're doing? You're not growing your business in that space. In that negative headspace, you are doing nothing but staying in the current situation. And then you're attracting people that are just like you. You're attracting the complainers and the whiners and the negative ones and the ones that just expect for things to happen fast, and the people that don't have patience, because that's what your vibe is that you're putting out there. And so you're either going to look at things, you're going to look at situations, and you're going to say, why is this happening to me? Why am I always on the short end of the stick? Or you can choose right now. I mean, I believe that, again, you can acknowledge, oh, yep, that's me. I am the excuse maker. And you can stay in that excuse making space, and you can know that about yourself, or you can choose to change it. It is just like people that say to me, I am really bad at time management, and I'm so bad at it, or I'm a squirrel, or I have ADD. And then they just choose, they acknowledge that that's where they are, but then they stay in that space and they never get themselves out of it. And that's just not where we want to be, right? That's not the space that we want to be in. So what can we do to acknowledge, accept, and then go on the offense? And so what I want to just challenge you today is in your school of thinking. If we're always on the defense, if we're always waiting for the next thing to happen to us, if we're always looking for the negative, we're never operating in a place of abundance, a place of gratitude, a place of optimism. And the shift needs to happen there, because I believe that when you open your doors to your business and you say to yourself, I got no skill, I got no talent, I don't have any resources, but I sure as heck believe in my ability to succeed. I sure as heck am not afraid to fail. I am sure as heck not afraid to try and put myself out there and find all of the reasons that don't work so that I can find the reason that does. When you begin to have that kind of mindset, what do? You put yourself in a posture of being coachable, of learning, of being able to go find those resources. So actually right now, it just might be that you need to give yourself a good old attitude adjustment so that you are recalibrating yourself and pointing yourself in the right direction. So here's what we got to focus on from this point forward. Today, we're going to talk about just a few strategies to go after what you want. And before we do that, let me just set the stage. So how many of you have been in your business for 5 years or more? 5 years or more? Go ahead and just like drop a comment if you've been around for 5 years or more in business. All right. 7 years or more. Maybe you want to say 7 years, 10 years. How long have you been building your network marketing business or your business? All right. Now, as you're commenting and I see the comments coming in, I want you to tell me, what was your primary source of getting information out there? Was it a blog, personal Facebook page, Instagram? When you started your business, where did all of your new clients come from? Did you host live events, face-to-face events? Did you do webinars? What did you do when you started your business? Now, if I kind of rewind a little bit and I think about myself and I take myself back to 2011, I remember that I had a brand new Instagram account. Instagram was very, very new. Everybody was blogging when I started my business, right? Everybody was using their personal Facebook page and they were blogging, and that's how they were getting information out there. And as I think about that, and I see all of you that are commenting, so thank you, thank you. So when I think about that, right, and I think about where I started, and then I think about now, can you imagine like how different our business is? I did face-to-face events, a lot of them. I did a blog. I had a like page. I ran a personal Facebook page. I bought books and read books. Audiobooks weren't a thing at that time. I had a YouTube channel, but it wasn't very big, or it wasn't a main source of information. Now, if we look at our business, right, where is our main source of business acquired? Instagram stories, YouTube. How many of you consume your personal development through audio, through podcasts, right? And was 24 months ago, were you listening to podcasts? Probably not. Look at the evolution of social media, of business, of the way entrepreneurs are getting content out there. If you look at even infomercial businesses, we sold fitness programs and products on QVC and on infomercials through direct sales. And now that's not even a thing. You know, I bought tickets to go see Carrie Underwood, and I bought the tickets we've got her albums. We got a CD, and I thought to myself, I don't even have a CD player to even play that album on. My Mac does not have a CD drive. My laptop does not have a CD drive. We stream a lot of our stuff. Now we do have a DVD player, right? But look at how different our lives are just in a few short years. That just goes to tell you The way we do business is constantly evolving and changing. And if you are sitting here right now and you are saying to yourself, how many of you are saying, have said to yourself, I'm so upset by the way things are going now, right? Like we used to build differently before, and it was so much better and it was so much simpler. And you're always talking about how it used to be. How many of you have said that, right? How many of you say, it's so different now. I wish it would just go back to the way it used to be. If that is you, you are getting left in the dust, because that is not going to serve you. What serves you is saying, I need to take that mindset and I need to attack the new, the now, and where things are going, and I need to embrace it. Because the longer I stay in the what used to work before, the more I'm going to lose my ground. So as an entrepreneur, one of the things we do is we stay up to date on trends. We are coachable. We are leaning in. What are people doing that is working? Not even people in your industry. Look outside. Look at other industries out there that are kind of doing the same sort of business model, and look at what content they're producing, what they're putting out there that is helping them to gain traction. So the first thing that we have to say to ourselves is, what are other people doing? Now, this is not comparison, but where are they shifting their content to? Are they on IGTV? How many of you are like, what's IGTV? Go Google it. I want you to Google it. It is not hard. You make a video under 10 minutes and you upload it onto your channel. You give it a title, you give it a tag, and now you've got something on IGTV. Done. It's not even hard, right? And you don't need to overcomplicate it. You don't need to make a strategy around it. You just need to put the content out there. And then you can take that same IG content that is saved on your phone, and you can upload it to the YouTube channel that you already have. You can tag it, you can use it. You can also share that IGTV content, that YouTube channel, in a training page, in a sneak peek, on your other social media platforms. Now you're able to take content and share it in multiple different ways. And so now you're saying, how do I infiltrate myself into all of the different platforms that are out there without creating more work? So my friends, what is going on right now? What are the trends? That sort of is step one to figuring out how to get to where you want to be. The second thing is, I believe that in this day and age, you can't just stay in your own little bubble anymore. If you're looking for massive success, massive growth, massive income, you have to say to yourself, I need to network with other people in the industries that I am in. Not just the business I'm in, but other industries, other brands, other local places that kind of do something similar or that would complement what you're already doing, and start going and networking with people. Local events, national events, personal development events, start local brands online through Instagram, doing some affiliates, some collaboration with other brands. That's how you can start crossing your lines with other people's followers and your followers, and you can start growing through that. Plus, when you start cross-marketing, you see how other people run business, and it gives you ideas and advice as well. Honestly, it doesn't matter how small or big your business is, start reaching out. You never know what the answer is going to be unless you ask. The next one is, you've got to start consuming content. So every day, I make it a goal of mine to learn at least 10 to 20 minutes a day. Sometimes that learning happens through audio. It might be a YouTube video. It could be a podcast episode. Sometimes it's a Google search and I'm just reading articles. And every day I learn and I implement. Now, I learn for a short period of time and I implement for a short period of time. I don't let this take up hours of my day, but I know that in order for me to grow and stay relevant, I have to stay relevant as well. And if I stay in my own little bubble and I don't get outside of that shell, I get stuck in a routine and in a rut that allows me to get stuck where I am at and doesn't promote growth. So what are some of the things that you've said to yourself, I wish I knew how to use Streak. I wish I knew how to use, Stim Social. I wish I knew how to use the Plan app or Snapseed, or I wish I knew how to use IGTV. Then what do you need to do? You need to go to good old Google, Google it, and try it. If you say, I want to create an email list, Google it, do it. Doesn't mean you have to buy every service that's out there for every article that you read, but what it does mean is that you have to go out there and find the information and implement it in small pockets of time. You have to take charge of the things that you want and go out there and make it happen. So we've got to find ways to use our content more than one way. We've got to get out there and network with some other influencers that are in our scope, and we have to start doing. So I'm running this group, right? I'm running this Movers and Shakers Diamond Daily with my team, right? And so it's all action-based. And the one thing that I am seeing with my people that are a part of my organization is that they are so consumed with these checklists, right? And checking things off the box. So it's like, okay, I want you to invite 5 people, done. I want you to make 4 Insta stories today, done. I want you to read 10 minutes of personal development, done, right? I want you, and I'm giving them the steps. But what I'm seeing is there's not anything that's happening at the end. Like at the end of the week, there's no new customers. There's no new team members. There's no more money that's been deposited in their bank account because they've made a sale that week. And so there's this gap between what they're doing and the actions that they're taking and the information they're consuming and then the end result. And so as we sort of finish out today, the last 2 things that I want to say to you is where you are right now and the actions you're taking, and then the end result, your income producing activities, your bottom line over here. There is a gap. And this gap, what's right in the middle, is what we need to work towards. And so what I want for you to do today is ask yourself, is it my mindset that is the gap that I'm struggling with? It is my optimism. Is it that I'm positioning myself, you know, or am I just managing my contacts? Am I just, you know, managing my customers that I currently have? Or every single day, am I inviting people that I've developed a relationship with? Inviting people that are viewing my content that haven't interacted with me before, right? Am I finding new people that I would want to partner with and starting the relationship? Am I following up with the contacts and the relationships and the invites that I started building last week, right? Am I following up with the people that said not right now and haven't made a commitment yet? What am I offering them? What is my opportunity that I'm giving them? And so often we go through the motions and we just put ourselves out there, but we aren't really focused on making sure that what we are doing actually is giving us an end result. And the end result, my friends, is money in your pocket. So what I want you to do is take the things we talked about today and say, how do I create my own customized strategy for implementing in my business that is going to earn me money this week? Right now, today, tomorrow, or the next day. And then the last thing that I want to leave you with is this. One simple word is patience. Patience. We don't have patience in 2018. We want it now. We swipe right for Amazon one-shot click. We go to Amazon Prime on TV and we download a movie series. Right? We order our food and it shows up at our door. We want, you know, we want a car and we need to get to the grocery store and we Uber it there. We want it now. We get it now. We make a phone call. We get it. Everything is instant. I want it. I get it. I want it. I get it. Nobody's willing to wait. Nobody wants to save up. We take out a loan to get what we want. Even if it means we're going to be in debt, we don't care because we want it right now and we have to have it right now. When it comes to building a business, I see a lot of people that operate in that same space and they forget what it's like to be patient. They forget what it's like to build trust. You don't find a date and go out on a date with somebody and then get married the next day. Most people do not. You date that person. You go through a series of figuring out the person's quirks and their personalities and learning all the ups and the downs, right? You go through that process of dating somebody before you get married. My friends, the people that are following you on social media, they're just watching you. They're just deciding whether or not that they want to make that first step. If they want to fill out a form or they want to ask for more information, or for goodness sakes, if they want to even like your post. But just because people are not commenting at this exact moment doesn't mean they're not watching. It's all about building that trust. And you have to be patient at going out there and putting out content that is going to attract people in. And in previous episodes, I have talked about the importance of giving great valuable content that is teaching, that is inspiring, that is motivating, that is giving and not always expecting something in return, that is not 24/7 selling, but that is developing the relationship that is the most important piece to what we do. So if you are expecting to have a business in 6 months that is a 6-figure income, you're wrong. If you are expecting to be in the Millions Club in the first year, you're wrong. Right? And maybe not for everybody, but what I want to get into your mind is there's no such thing as instant success. You will have to make a sacrifice along the way, right? And if somebody tells you that you can make money without working hard, they're blowing smoke up your butt, because somewhere along the way, they either had a network already established, they already had an email list, or they had a prior business and they transitioned everybody over to that one, right? But nevertheless, trust is always required. Credibility is what's going to keep you around. And if you don't keep showing up, you may have fast success out of the gate, but then it's going to drop off in the end because people don't see you as that consistent source. So my friends, patience is a virtue that we all have to work on. Optimism, positivity, and opportunity. Shifting our mindset away from, I wish it was this way, to where it is now, and ending with what are the action steps that I can take to grow a solid business that is built on rock, that gives me the characteristics of an entrepreneur that literally could build a business anywhere. That's what you're after, my friends. That's what you're after. So instead of just saying, I wish I was there, I wish I was there, I want you to lean into where you are right now and understand that this is a part of the process. And you are evolving into the most amazing leader by just leaning into where you're at in this exact moment. All right? Okay, my friends, I am so glad that you guys joined in today, and I'm seeing lots of great comments and feedback, so I'm assuming that you're really liking today's episode. So if you would do me a favor and share it with somebody, tag a friend, I would absolutely just be so grateful if you would share the content when you see that it is relevant to your business and to your life. I love what I do. Guys, I come on here and I share Business Tip Tuesday every week with no other end goal than to help you overcome an obstacle, whether it is a mindset or a roadblock, or it is a strategic advice or somewhere that you're getting stuck along the way. And so I give because I know that when I put myself out there and I share with all of you, that impact, right, is far greater than anything I could ever possibly imagine. And that brings me such great joy. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in live. I will see you guys next week back here for Business Tip Tuesday. Take care.